I mean, I did write in Trump We Trust. He's pacing around in the Oval Office and saying, and then Coulter said. That was really shocking how it was censored to be on Rittenhouse's side.
Do you think that someone could fully overturn Roe v. Wade?
I think we're getting very close to it not mattering anymore.
If I met you as a high school senior and said, young Anne, where will you be? What did you think?
Huh.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you since COVID. Has COVID, I'm thinking about this for myself too, has COVID changed you in any meaningful way?
I hate public health authorities in a way I couldn't have imagined possible.
Okay.
Hopefully it's ended the handshake.
Oh, you want the handshake
I've
gone?
always hated the handshake.
What do you want? You want this? You want a bow?
A fist bump is good.
You want a fist bump, so you were with Michelle Obama long
I
before
feel
anybody
like,
else was.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
A lot of germaphobes were.
Okay. So take me in a little bit on the personal life for a minute. You grew up in Connecticut. Uh-huh. Only brothers, no sisters.
2 older brothers. Great situation.
And you were quiet kid, loud kid.
I started very, very shy and quiet. I'm a December birthday, so I'm young for my grade. It was in like first grade. The teacher had to take the 2 shy kids together so we'd have someone to talk to. So I was very shy. And then it didn't take that long, around 4th grade. I wouldn't say I was wildly extroverted, but I was more normal.
Right. If I had met you as a high school senior and said, young Anne, where will you be? What did you think?
I think I still thought I was going to be a lawyer then, because my father's a lawyer, my oldest brother was going to law school. I definitely wanted to be a writer. I didn't think you could make a living doing it.
And did you assume married, 2 kids, living in suburbs? Did you assume you were going to do a version of your mom's life?
I remember when it was like 4th grade, and we were, just as like imaginary exercise. We'll be alive for the millennium, and how old will you be in the year 2000? And I remember thinking that I'd be married with kids living in the suburbs and being very depressed by that thought.
Interesting. Why?
Probably because I've lived my life the way I've ended up living it. The point of that is you can't always articulate why you're doing something.
All right, so if you had to do it all over again, this life that we've all been blessed with, any big changes? If I told you, hey, go back, take advantage of everything you know now, would you do anything differently?
I would like to say I wouldn't go to law school, but the truth is, I met some of my best friends at law school.
Because you were a lawyer at a big firm. You were a lawyer on Senate staff.
When I wrote High Crimes and Misdemeanors, I had 3 days a week on MSNBC, 3 days of work at a public interest law firm, Center for Individual Rights, and then I wrote a weekly legal column for Human Events. And they said, you've been writing all this stuff about the Paula Jones case.
The Constitution does not protect Mr. Clinton, or any other president, from lawsuits that are unrelated to his official duties.
I would call it sexual harassment.
I had the Monica Lewinsky tapes before Ken Starr did.
Oh, you did? These are tapes of Monica talking to Linda Tripp.
Yes.
About her relationship with the big guy.
We didn't have sex, Linda. Well, what do you call it? We fooled around.
She had marked, she just threw them in a drawer, so they were a little disorganized, but there were a few tapes in particular that she told her lawyer to listen to.
Wow. Did you think Clinton was going down?
Yes, and I think he should have.
You do, even after all this time?
Mm-hmm. When the president can go in and just openly lie, and defame this poor little helpless, powerless Paula Jones, he did embarrass, humiliate, drop his pants in front of, and then calls her a liar publicly. And she's made fun of with the big hair and white trash. And for someone powerful to do that, I just felt like I was the only true feminist who cared about what feminists claim to be, and I don't think they are, really cares about a powerless female being really abused by the most powerful man in the world. And I just feel like it even bled into corporate America, this idea that if you can get away with it, Go right ahead. Just go in, take an oath, and lie, lie, lie.
All right, if you were going to line up like they do in basketball, greatest politician of the last half century.
Obama.
Obama's number one.
Oh, my lifetime's ahead of. I keep telling Republicans, thank God we don't have to run against him again.
Really?
Yeah,
and
he's.
why? Why was he so good?
Well,
You didn't mention Reagan and you didn't mention Clinton. You just immediately went to Obama.
yes. Reagan, number 2.
Huh.
Reagan was good. I guess I'm giving Obama partially an advantage because it's recent memory. Reagan, it was his issues, and he was a very good politician. With Obama, I am totally excluding the issues. He took my health care away. Hate him on the issues. No, I'm talking about political skills, and it's because beautiful speaker, beautiful singer. Do you remember him at that funeral?
Yeah.
Amazing grace.
Just funny, actually genuinely funny, elegant, looks good in a suit, beautiful family, those adorable little girls. So politically, as a politician, oh, I'm so glad we don't have to run against Obama again.
So are you going to run for office? That sounds like a yes.
No.
That sounds like a yes.
No. When I'm asked this, I was just asked this speaking at college campus the other week, and I said, I burst out laughing, and said, kids, for any of you who want to run for office, don't just say what you really believe like I do. Don't tell jokes on Twitter.
But do you really think that would hurt you in this modern day, or actually would it help you? Does Trump prove that actually it would help you? That someone who was great at Twitter, someone who's great on TV, great on radio, likes issues, actually enjoys them, enjoys debating, doesn't shrink from it, willing to laugh and have some fun.
You could be right. Okay, then there's the issue of I'm not a morning person.
Okay, but that's governing, not campaigning. You can still win.
Yeah, I'd work until late in the night.
We're going to be doing a job that hopefully you'll be so proud of your president. You'll be so proud.
But Trump, give him a grade. His first term, you give him what?
The best thing that could have happened to the country, and certainly to, in my opinion, the MAGA movement, would be in 2016, when they're all crying at the convention center for Hillary, and 2 a.m., Trump comes out and announces he's won. All of the thermometers have gone like that. He announces that he's won, has a heart attack and dies. Would have been the best thing that could have happened for the country.
Because
Everything he accomplished through the campaign. And I did write in Trump We Trust. I still say the campaign was fantastic because of the issues he was running on. He was running on great issues. Republicans I want to run for president, I've given them copies of In Trump We Trust, saying, writing in the inscription, do this, don't be Trump.
So you say Trump did not live up to what he promised?
Nope. Just totally betrayed his supporters.
And you mean that primarily on immigration, or you literally mean it across the board?
I assume you are an avid follower of me on Twitter.
Yes.
But in columns and on Twitter,
yeah.
Go Joe Biden for bringing troops out of Afghanistan.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping one of Donald Trump's promises that he was too much of a sissy to accomplish. Yeah. So he didn't keep his promises on war, didn't keep his promises on anchor babies, on the wall, on deporting illegals, didn't keep his promises on bringing manufacturing home. But he just, hold these rallies and say, oh, I'm bringing so many. No, you didn't. You didn't.
Oh, wait. So is he going to win in 24?
No, he wouldn't even win the nomination. No.
You don't think he'd win the nomination?
I think he's done.
Who could beat him?
Well, the problem is he'll do the same thing he did in Georgia. I think he's the only person who could give us President Kamala.
Oh, you think the vice president would beat him?
Well, no, I think he would wreck any Republican.
Okay.
And yes, if he were the candidate, but he won't be the candidate. Yeah. What he'll do is DeSantis or Gianforte, or I don't know, there are a few other good ones.
Interesting, but I have a feeling only you realize that he didn't build a wall.